Good morning, everyone. This is Kristin with Leftover Cake Chat. It is Sunday morning, and as it would be, we have technical difficulties. So I cannot seem to get Aaron on this morning. Someday we're going to master this, but apparently it's not going to be this weekend. So we were going to talk 2020 wedding trends. And as we do every weekend, we just talk weddings and drink champagne. This morning, I have this little rosé that I'm drinking. Cheers. Since Aaron's not with me, I'm now drinking alone. Well, I'm actually drinking with Abaco, but he's being a little standoffish on the computer and television this morning, not wanting any part of it. And I'm eating tiny little yummy holiday cakes, which are amazing, not gonna lie. So 2020 wedding trends. We are basically talking about this really cool topic today, and I'm actually gonna have to read it to you because I'm so enthralled with it. It is energy clearing being done prior to weddings taking place in event spaces, and even to stones in your wedding jewelry, your rings, your bands. And this is just very exciting to me because I am all about the energy. As you know, we have the Bridal retreat, which is talking about mindset and energy and wellness. And this ties right into that. So our first Bridal retreat, and sorry, I'm scrolling down here so that I can actually read it to you, is in March in Savannah at the Bryce Kimpton, March 19th to the 22nd. And we announced this week that we'll have Aaron Washington joining with us. Good morning, Aaron, Leon. Good morning, Laura. I can't seem to add you guys, which totally bums me out. I don't understand it, but I've given up. I think we're going to be going back to Be Live. If that tells you anything, you know how much I am not a fan of that. And now I'm apparently not even a fan of my phone because I can't find the article about the energy clearing. I am batting 1,000. I'm just going straight to the champagne at this point. Anyway, I will post this later on the page and in our blog, but it basically talks about energy clearing of space prior to receptions happening, prior to weddings happening, ceremonies, and blessing of the stones. So that is very cool. I love this. We're going to add this to our retreat topics as well. So micro weddings are a trend, which I think that's just a new term for destination weddings. Destination weddings have always been smaller groups, and we're just now introducing this term micro. So micro weddings is very similar to microgreens that people are eating now for salads. So it's just a trend and a word change. It's also unplugged weddings are becoming more and more popular, where people are please asking you to put down your technology and actually listen to the ceremony. We've had a few recently that actually opted to do that. They want to have you actually be present. Shocker, be present in the moment. That is something new, right? Also something we're teaching at the retreat. And to not be having tons of phones in their wedding photos. So what people are realizing is that when you look back at their ceremony, everyone's sitting there in their chair holding up their phone. So instead of seeing everyone that you kind of love and wanted to be surrounded by, you're surrounded by Apple. I don't mean the fruit. So people are asking, please put them down. They've hired professional photographers. They've hired professional videographers in most cases. And you can take as many pictures as you want at the reception. But for ceremonies, they're just please asking to keep down the phones. So it is their wedding. You have to kind of honor what they're asking for. Colors next year, the color trends are a bold blue, similar to my wedding superhero shirt that I'm wearing, and a deep coral kind of orange. So those are going to be the colors next year for for you to watch. I'm not sure if you'll see those in bridesmaids dresses so much. Probably the guys will be more in the blue, girls in the orange, and of course in the flower palettes. Sustainability is coming into play in regards to flowers. Brides and grooms are asking for more locally grown flowers and plants to be used so that they can actually be reused, regifted, or given actually back to, to maybe another event that's coming up. We just had someone that's getting married on a Sunday and has partnered through the resort. We were able to make this happen with the client getting married on the Saturday, and they're going to actually share the flowers. So that actually worked out. They're sharing in the cost. They're sharing in everything that's actually going down for decor that night before, except for linens. They're going to do a linen change. And from there, just share the flowers, which are white. So they kind of ended up going to be working for each bride's palette. So let me see if I have any questions, because I can actually see questions today and I cannot. So we're just going to keep going. I wanted to introduce you to Abaco. So I'm going to grab him for a moment. Oh, I've got a comment over here. Oh, yes. Renting plants is also playing into sustainability. Thank you, Erin. So nonprofits, I know in Key West, for instance, we have an organization called the Mark House who grows orchids. And those orchids are part of, it is called a plant store. So it is a plant store, but they basically are grown there, and you can purchase them, or you can rent palm trees for your events. And that is all a donation on your part to the Mark House. And those can be actually gifted back to the Mark House after your event. A lot of times people coming into Key West obviously cannot take plants home with them unless somebody's driving and wants to fill up their car with palm trees and orchids at the end. So that is, yes, that definitely plays into sustainability as well. And now I'm off track because I've forgotten. Oh, hi, Andy. Good morning. I got all my California peeps joining here, and it's like 7 a.m. out there. I love it. I look exhausted because I have a baby. Like, oh my goodness. Like, it's no wonder I never had children, because having a puppy, I haven't had a puppy in, I want to say 11 years. I think Guinness was a puppy. And Abaco does not like to sleep through the night. So we have had some challenges. So I am partly cloudy this morning. I'm very tired, learning to be a mom again, which is interesting. And he loves to bite. So we're going to bring him on in a minute so he can make his Facebook Live debut. But we're just going to continue talking about 2020 wedding trends. And we were also going to talk about the statement veil, which is a big thing for 2020. So having big dresses is back. So we went away from it for a while, where people were going to a more slender, like, I don't want to say slinky because that's not a right word, but very fitting dresses, to even where we had zip off bottoms, so you can actually have your dress change very easily if you're limited on timing. But now big dresses are coming back. They're never really going to go away. If you want to be in a big ball gown, you're going to be in a big ball gown. Our bride last Sunday, she was so cute. Although we were trying to throw guests off from what was happening, she started out in this sweet little cocktail dress with a off the shoulder and to the knee. And then when she did her dress change for the actual ceremony, because we threw people off in having a pre-cocktail hour, she changed into a beautiful lace gown, a very full skirt. So that is actually coming back, but there's a statement veil added to this. So anything that you want to have for ceremony, People are tying little tiny photos into the veil of past, like of grandparents that have passed, using ribbons and pieces of material from dresses of either grandparents or moms or people that can't be at the wedding. You can totally tie that into your something borrowed, something blue. And so it's called a statement veil. And it's basically you're making your statement and you are having that veil be whatever you'd like it to be for your ceremony. And then people are obviously removing that for or after pictures. So I think those are kind of the hot 2020 trends that I wanted to update you on. Again, we're going to post this on our blog, and just checking here. Good morning. And we've got all kinds of good mornings this morning. Everybody's up. I think everybody's up to see Abaco. So I'm going to sneak off for a second. He's sleeping right next to me, and just grab him real quick and introduce you. And here he is. He is so stinking cute, but he does not like cameras or phones. He's the part of the unplugged club we were just talking about earlier, but he is a love bug for sure. I'm not sure we're going to be able to take him to any weddings with us, but he did go Christmas shopping yesterday, and he had so much fun, and he was so good. And of course, everybody wanted to stop and talk to him. So he is only 12 weeks old. His name is Abaco, after the island. As you know, the Bahamas went through devastating Hurricane Dorian this year in September, which is when Abaco was born. He was born on 9/19/19, and everybody knows that mommy loves numbers. So he is a special little guy, and even though he's being a little shy right now, I just want everybody to see him because you're always going to hear me talk about him. So I think that's it. If we don't have any more questions, I'm lost without Erin. We were together last weekend when I picked up Abaco in Nashville, and now I'm lost without her again. So she's live at the Fainting Goat Cafe with herself and Enrique, and here I am with Abaco. So thanks again for joining us. Cheers. Maybe next week you'll have both of us. Abaco likes champagne. Hope you have a great week. I've got a busy week ahead. It's holiday party time. So we don't only do weddings, but we have holiday parties that are coming up, and it's going to be a very busy week. So talk to you soon. Thanks, everyone. Abaco's going to wave bye. Okay, bye. Oh, see, he did. Smart dog. Okay, have a good Sunday.